A Facebook group is so important for your business because it allows you to build a like-minded community of people who interact with each other and come across your content more often. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how you can use a Facebook group to sell more books, and also how do we get people in this Facebook group in the first place. All of that coming up right now. Welcome back to another video on my channel where we talk about how can self-published authors grow their businesses, get more book sales, and we talk some investing in business strategy as well. So if any of that sounds good to you, definitely make sure you hit the subscribe button so you get more videos just like this one, and the notification bell just so it's easier for us to tell you when new videos come out. But Facebook groups have been a golden standard in social media. You hear about Facebook pages dying in organic reach, but Facebook groups are this hidden opportunity on Facebook that really give your business the ability to expand. So we're first going to start with, well, how exactly do we go about getting people in our Facebook groups? And then how do we then sell our books? So the first thing to do to grow your Facebook group is to do live video, but webinar style / podcast style, where you bring on a guest who you interview, you do Q&A with, and there's a few reasons why this is really beneficial. The first reason is that the people in your group are going to have a reason to come back because you are going to give them exclusive value that is not going to be anywhere else. In my Breakthrough Success Facebook group, for instance, I've interviewed people like Pete Vargas, which you can't find on the Breakthrough Success podcast, you can't find on Ditch the Job, you can't find on Profit Public Speaking, or even this YouTube channel. So there's exclusive content that comes into the group because of these lives, and that person who you collaborate with is more likely to then promote the event to their audiences, which means you're getting more members into your group for each person you invite to do a Facebook Live with. And the people who participate in your Facebook Lives as speakers / guests may decide to engage in your Facebook group, like your content, leave comments and things like that. And that engagement will give your Facebook group a leg up in the algorithm. Speaking of a leg up on the algorithm and likes, if you've been liking this video so far, or you eventually come to like it, definitely hit that like button because it definitely helps. So a second great way to grow your Facebook group is to just simply mention it everywhere. Mention it in your email signature, mention it in videos, kind of like how I've already mentioned my Breakthrough Success Facebook group in this one. Mention it in your blog posts, send out emails to your audience about your group. This is especially good when you're doing live interviews with people. So have different reasons of mentioning your Facebook group to your entire community. Do it often and your group will naturally grow. There is some optimization, which we're going to talk about very shortly, but if this is not going to be something that you want to put your name on, you want to mention to your community, then it's not really going to be a Facebook group that takes off if you, the person who created it, can't be mentioning it to your entire community and feel proud of that. So definitely mention your Facebook group everywhere, all of your platforms, all of your audiences, just everywhere. And there are certainly more ways to grow a Facebook group, but we're only going to cover those two and then this one more, just because, you know, we've got more ground to cover in this video on how you actually use a Facebook group to sell your books. So the last way that we're going to cover for this video is to optimize the name and description for Facebook's algorithm, because it's not like people are going to search your name unless they know who you are. Like Breakthrough Success, people are not usually searching that unless they already know the show. So what I decided to do is I put keywords within my title and I made those more prominent in my description. And that has allowed me to rank higher on Facebook's algorithm for those keywords. And now I get people who have never come across my show, who don't know who I am, who are now requesting to join this group and are coming across my content for the first time. So using those keywords in the title and description are really big. One thing to note about Facebook, though, is they only let you change your title once every 28 days. So definitely make it count when you choose keywords. And you don't want to change your title too much because then people will forget what your group is. So when I do my title, like I just do Breakthrough Success. And then after Breakthrough Success, I'd put in keywords. So even if I change the keywords, existing members know what my group is. It's not like it's a new name and they have to like figure out which of their groups is my group. So you want to keep the main part of your name same, but you do want to figure out what are some good keywords that I can include that people are searching for. So how does having your own Facebook group and growing it actually help you with book sales? Well, there are a few different things you can do to increase the amount of book sales you get from your Facebook members. While you can, post frequently, build trust, that's just like the backbone. That's the stuff that you should be doing anyway that helps you when it comes to promoting a book, but you do have to do more than that. So the first thing that you should be doing is in your banner art for your Facebook group, have a picture of your book with details on where people can go to buy it. The banner art is going to be something that is eye-catching, that's going to grab someone's attention, regardless of whether it's good or not. We just naturally look at pictures. The mind registers an image 60,000 times faster than text. So having a book cover in that space allows people to see it more often and then get to the point where they buy it. So that is such an easy hack to do. I use Canva to create the banner pictures that I use for all my social networks, including a picture of your book is such a big win. If you've got a lot of different books, just include your latest book or the one that converts the best or best serves your brand and what you're currently doing. The second thing you could do is update people on the progress of your upcoming book. And this is really great because now rather than just you saying, on launch day, hey, my book is out, you are building interest, you are building attention and creating a story arc around your book so that you have people who may be asking you, how are you doing with the book? So if you set a goal to like, as I do, like write a book every 2 weeks, people ask you like, how are you doing with the book? And like, what are some of the things that are happening? So you see a lot of authors, what some will do is they'll say, this is a classic thing they do. They say, I have 6 covers. Vote on the cover that you like the most. Some people do 3, some people do 6, but the idea is you talk about your book, what kind of progress you're making, and you get your audience involved in some way with the content creation. The more involvement and the more awareness you spread for your book during this pre-launch period in your Facebook group, the more of your members are likely to buy it when it comes out. And while you can also mention your books as soon as they come out, which is you should definitely be doing, you should definitely be talking up your book during the launch. You should definitely be warming people up similar to how you're like talking about your book leading up to it and give people cover suggestions, things like that. But rather than just say, announce your book during launch, because that's what every author is doing, I'm going to give you guys a different tip. And that is to leverage the questions that members have to answer in order to be a part of your group. One of the things that I do is I ask people if they want a freebie. And if they say yes to that freebie, I put them on my email list. And one of the questions before that is, what's your email address? And then it's like, I have this freebie. Are you interested? Now, as of doing this video, it's an income spreadsheet that I offer, but I've got a 5 days to launching your very own podcast mini course coming up and other stuff on the pipeline. So it could be different by the time you try to join the Breakthrough Success Facebook group. But by doing that, I'm getting people on my email list, and that's just one more touch point, and the best touch point at that, because on Facebook, you've got other people competing for attention. You've got, who knows what the algorithm can do. No one's safe from an algorithm change, which is why you do want to be building your email list, because that is the one audience that you truly own. If Facebook decides we're going to crack down on groups and just make it harder for people to see group posts, by the way, you could invite your people to turn on notifications in your group just so more people actually see your posts. But if Facebook or another social network does something with the algorithm, that's going to hurt you. But there's no algorithm that says you send an email to people and that all of a sudden fewer people are going to see it. You're still in this inbox sea of other emails, but there is nothing that's really going to take you away from your audience. So getting people on your email list is a huge, huge win for selling more books. And it's such an easy question to ask. Just say, what's your email address? And are you interested in getting this freebie? And then just like that, you've got a new subscriber. If you're using the other tactics around growing your Facebook group, we could literally be looking at hundreds of new subscribers on your email list each week as you really scale this whole process. So, do you have a tip for us on how you would grow your Facebook group or sell more books? Definitely leave it down in the comments because I do take the time to look at them and reply, and you can be helping a lot of viewers out there as well. Also, if you want videos on how to become a successful author, how to be a successful investor, and how to grow and expand your business, this is the channel for you. So make sure you hit subscribe and the notifications bell if you haven't already. Big things coming for this channel in 2020, so I definitely love to see you be a part of it. So signing off, dream big, achieve greatness, unlock your potential today, and I'll see you in the next video.